So Desi and I arrived in Spain here a couple of days ago. We came here to visit her parents and make some videos, but at about 12:30 this afternoon, Spain lost all of its electricity, the whole country. We were actually doing some urban exploration when we found that out. And I'm not gonna lie, given the current political climate of this world right now, the fact that the whole country of Spain has lost its power, and not just its power, but our internet as well, makes me pretty uneasy to be here. So I figured this would actually be a good chance to document this. We're in the city of Denia, so I decided to come here into the city. Maybe we can talk to some locals, maybe we can talk to some visitors and see if we can get some information, because a lot of the information is actually conflicting. We've heard that it's all of Spain and Portugal. We've heard that it's all of Spain, Portugal, Andorra, and France. And then we've also heard it's all of Spain, Portugal, Andorra, France, and Italy. So let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this and find out what's going on. So without further ado, here we go. Where were you when you found out about this?
So we've been here since Saturday. Today we went out to the market.
Yeah.
First of all, we went to the indoor market and the power was off. So we had to pay cash. But we just assumed that was just the indoor market, not anywhere else. So went there, did a bit of shopping, got a beer in a local bar. Didn't realise then it was dark. We paid cash again, so there was still no issue. We didn't realise. We come back to our apartment, which is about a 20-minute walk away. We got in, and then I tried to tap. I was like, where's the water gone? No pressure, we're on the top floor.
Okay.
So we're on the top floor. Obviously being at the top, we're gonna run out first. So we ran out of water, and then we realised, oh my, there's no power. The Wi-Fi's gone, the light's gone, everything's gone. So, oh, maybe it's just our own apartment. Checked all the fuses, perfectly fine. Went downstairs, checked the fuses for like our sort of block, all fine. That's weird, isn't it? And then we looked across, so we got Aldi and a little restaurant across from us, and also a private supermarket. There was a lady stood at the front door, because it's obviously electric.
Yeah.
So the front door turning people away.
Oh man.
And then Dad's looking from our balcony. It was like, oh, maybe it's just a small area, you know, gone down. This is maybe a local fuse has gone. So we didn't think much of it. Left it a little bit. Think, oh man, we need to find out what's going on here, because it's been a few hours now. Normally, if electric goes down, it's quite fixed quite soon. So then we walked down towards the supermarkets. Then there was a fire engine turned up, and jumped over the fence, because obviously you don't realise how reliable we are on electric.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
Once it's gone, you're like nothing. So you can't flush the toilet.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. Unless you've got gas or coal. So we found some coal. Funny enough, we bought a rabbit at the market. I'd never had it before, so we was gonna have rabbit stew. That'll be going on the barbie tomorrow, so we can cook the rabbit if this carries on.
Oh man!
But that's going to be barbecue rabbit now. So we go down to our local supermarket, and this guy saw we were like a bit puzzled. He's from Ireland, but lives here.
Yeah.
And then he said it's been a cyber attack. The whole of Europe has been shut down electricity.
What I've been hearing on the radio is that it's total chaos in Madrid right now.
Oh, I imagine bigger cities will be horrendous.
And we haven't really heard anything about Barcelona.
I'm glad we are where we are.
Yeah.
It's reasonably small.
Well, I don't know. It's a kind of a ironic time to be in Spain.
Well, I prefer to be at home in England where they have power.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the moment, it's a little bit worrying how long it's going to go on for.
Yeah.
So on the news, it said atmospheric, so due to...
Atmospheric, yeah.
No chance.
That's weird.
That is a complete lie, complete cover-up. This is down to computers.
So you think it's a...
So what the guy told us earlier, a cyber attack, 100%.
You think it's a cyber attack?
Because
100%.
if it was anything else, that would have happened time before.
Okay.
This has never happened before, ever.
Right. That's unfortunately that's my opinion as well.
Oh, 100%.
I've just had
something's happened.
That gut feeling that things just changed, you know. So
And if it is, this could cause a lot of trouble. Think how many currently all these countries are losing millions, potentially billions, aren't
yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Per hour,
yeah.
they're losing
Yeah.
billions.
Not only that, but the infrastructure, the people in the hospitals.
It's a massive knock-on effect. I didn't think about the hospitals.
Yeah, and
imagine a life support machine.
I mean, the people in the hospitals, they have generators, but then you have the people on life support at home, things like that. You know, well, hospice, I imagine. Yeah, it's crazy. Do you mind if I get your name? I didn't ask you.
Sorry, yeah. So my name's Steve. I'm from
Steve.
Bristol, England.
Steve from Bristol, England. Thank you so much. My name is Robert, by the way.
Robert?
Yeah, our heads are spinning. We didn't even introduce ourselves before we started doing this.
It is crazy.
Yeah,
so
it's
we're
crazy.
we're literally going out now, hoping because the Irish guy who lives here.
Yeah.
He said a lot of the bars in town cook off gas.
Okay.
So it's all grills. So
Okay.
so if we're gonna get some to eat.
Okay. Good. I wish you good luck on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well, hopefully before. If not, we run barbecued rabbit.
yeah, there you go. There you go, Steve.
And beyond that, I'm going to make myself a bow and arrow, and I'll become a hunter and gatherer again.
Okay. Then I'll come find you and we'll hunt and gather things together. We'll go up
Definitely.
Mount Go and we'll find all the animals, all we need.
Wild boar everywhere.
There you go.
I love a bit of roasted boar.
That's awesome. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very
problem.
much. All right, we found a supermarket called Mercadona that's still open. Let's go inside and see what's going on because I think they're running off of generators. Is it cold?
Ja, ist noch so ein bisschen. Genau.
Still a little bit cold, but not for long. So you can see they've put up these covers here in front of all of the cold food to keep the cold air from escaping. It looks like they're trying to sell this off before it goes bad. I'm not sure, should we buy toilet paper? We all remember what happened in 2020, right? So I've met this lovely lady here at
Michelle.
Michelle,
Yes.
my name is Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Nice to meet you. We're here in Mercado, I think that's the name of
Mercadona.
this. Mercadona, thank you.
My favorite supermarket.
Awesome. So are you here visiting or?
I am. I'm from New Zealand, but I live in London.
Okay.
I've just worked a 6-month contract and I'm here on holiday.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm cycling. So hired a bike and my second day cycling.
Okay, this is a great place for it, and New Zealand's actually on my bucket list. So I noticed at about around 12:30 today, all the power was out. Where were you and what were you doing when you found out what was going on here?
I was cycling in the middle of nowhere, actually horribly lost, and wondered why I couldn't even get anything on Google Maps. I was just like, and just thought, oh, it must be just the area that I was in.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I got into I was cycling through villages, and it wasn't until I got into a big town, it was literally panic buying at about 2 o'clock. People were pulling up in cars everywhere. People were wheeling out trolleys with toilet paper and water. And I was like, what is going on? So I cycled to my hotel got there at 3:30 and they told me there's no power, we have no hot water, there's no phones. And I was quite relaxed, just thought, okay, I'll go and have a cold shower or whatever. But then when they said it was Spain, France and Portugal, I was like, there's a bigger picture, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't say, but to be this affected, yeah.
It's not normal.
It's not normal.
Yeah.
But I'm quite relaxed. I was more worried about my phone going completely dead and my family not being able to contact me. I'm not attached to my phone.
Me too.
So
that's the funny thing.
I had actually had a really big nap for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for me it was electricity, we can do without that, and then you look at your phone and you have no service, and then wait, no electricity, no service, all of Spain, France. It's like that's I've seen this movie before. You know?
Yeah. I came out on my bike now. I just thought I'd better get a few supplies for the road tomorrow, just in case.
Okay.
And then I've come into the supermarket and I can't even use my cards.
Yeah.
I've got two debit cards and a credit card. Can't use them. Thankfully, I've got a tiny bit of cash,
Yeah.
but yeah.
We'll see.
It'd be interesting to see what happens overnight.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to have a little bit of cell phone reception, and according to the American news, apparently we should have power again between 10 o'clock tonight and 12 a.m. According to the Spanish news that we just heard on the radio, translated by the lovely Desi over there, apparently we might actually start getting electricity around like 9:30 or 10. Okay. Which we're hoping. What I find really crazy is, well, not crazy actually, but we were just speaking to a really cool gentleman here in the supermarket, and he had heard two different things. One, that it's atmospheric, which sounds weird.
Yes.
The other is that it could be a cyber attack, right?
Yeah.
Which I think I don't think they'll let us know if that's what that is.
True.
That's my deep feeling. Do you have any thoughts on those two outcomes?
I don't. Let's see what happens tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your
You're
thoughts.
welcome.
That's
Lovely
been
to
really
meet you,
awesome.
Robert.
You too. Thank you very much.
Take care. Have a great holiday.
Bye-bye. It felt pretty good being in the supermarket. It restored a little bit sense of normality, seeing a little bit of electricity, even though all of the frozen stuff is covered up with these weird cloths that they have or whatever. And that lady was really cool. So right now we're gonna try and go into the center of Denia and see what's going on and see if we can't find some people to talk to there. I just love this tunnel that we're about to pass through. Normally it's got lights, but as you can see right now, it is totally dark. All right, so we've reached pretty much the center of Denia here. Pretty empty, all the shops are closed. Not much going on. No panic, which is really good. And I'm hoping it stays that way. So it looks like there's more people towards the port area up here, and there may be some bars running off of generators, because we've heard that some places here are still open somehow. So we're gonna head in this direction and maybe we can find something. So as you can see, just like that gentleman tried, these ATM machines are not working. And that's one of the biggest problems that most of the people are having here right now, is a lot of people are realizing that they are dependent on their card, and they're starting to realize that, oh, I should probably bring more cash with me. So that's one of the biggest problems here. So I've reached the port here. We still have a few boats coming in and out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find anybody else in the center of Denia to interview. All of the stores and restaurants there are closed. One thing that I think is cool though is we saw someone throwing pebbles at a window and calling somebody that way, which is very old school. So there are some little silver linings in this whole experience, I think. I think this is an eye-opener for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are starting to realize how dependent they are, well, yeah, on electricity, but actually more on their cell phones and the communication that that brings. Hello! Do you guys have electricity on the boat? Huh? There you go. Do you want to say hi to the camera? Hold on. Say hi. There we go. Thank you. The people here are awesome. Despite what's happening, everyone's just been really good to us and really nice. And everyone that I've spoken to, I would like to say thank you. Everyone that I've spoken to on and off camera, because we did speak to a couple of people off camera. But it seems like everyone here is thankfully pretty relaxed. I'm sure it's a completely different story in Madrid, which is what we're hearing, but we're not going there today, unfortunately. That's all that I have. If you guys watched the whole video, I want to say thank you. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It really helps out small channels like this. If you like these kinds of videos, we often do travel videos. That's what we do. And hopefully later we get the power back on and I can upload this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.